Good morning and welcome to A Father's Love. This is my first Blender liquid animation physics simulation of a sink that's plugged up and obviously overfilling. I'm testing out some different concepts and I'm learning a lot. I think if this works correctly, I'll be able to start making things simulated in a real world, mix these two together, because that's actually a transparent background there in the black. It's transparent, so obviously it comes up as black. But I can mix real videos now with simulations like they do in disaster movies and floods and things like that. So I wanted to show just generally how I did it, because unfortunately it took a lot. What I've got here is a little sink. You can see here. Let me get into wireframe so I can show that it's plugged up. You can see I only made the drain come down a little ways, and that's why it's plugged up, because it doesn't actually go anywhere. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is actually a cap right there over top of the hole that goes down into the sink. So it's kind of neat. The blue particles is actually where some of the water. The particles are the water bubbles splashes. That's what it is. I had to remember what it was called. But yeah, I'm trying to learn. I really am. And it's been interesting. But I had to create a water source. There's a little squashed circle in there. That's my water source. And then the big domain actually covers the whole sink down all the way to the ground. But obviously, since this is the water, that's where it's at right now. The camera, a couple lights, and then this is the faucet, and then the left and right handles so that they can animate and move. You can see where they move here in the timeline. Let's see, here we go. As it moves, you can see the droplets as it starts pouring in. It's really neat. This took a while. It took 19 hours to render, so it took a while to do all this. But you can see how it starts filling up. Oh, I guess I should go all the way back, because now you can see the cap down there. But I was impressed with this, and since I can now rotate and move this around, once I use Blender's VFX, I could match the sink in a bathroom and make it look like a, sink is filling up with something and then overflowing. So it was kind of neat. It really was. It took a lot of work. Like I said, you can see it hitting the bottom of the domain right there, because it's right at the bottom of the ground level, and I thought it was the neatest thing, so I had to show how I did it. There's some videos on actually setting up a water domain in this new version 2.82. Follow those, and it's all under this physics tabs, fluids right here. See, you have to make the countertop here an effector, so it affects the water, and then you have to bake it all together. It gets a little complex and a little gooey. Get it, gooey? Haha, I thought it was funny. There's a button for baking it all together. But you can do a lot. And then, like I said, in the end, I ended up with this. And where it gets a little grainy here, it's not actually grainy. It's supposed to be bubbles in the water. I got the size off a little bit, so it makes it look like it's grainy. But as you can see, the cap there, because it's a different color, it's the same color as the faucets. So kind of neat. I had to share. I was so proud of myself with this, and I'm learning. Every day I learn something new. So hopefully here, I'll get to use this and make these skills to work for my son and his movies, and I can do all kinds of things. So I think next thing's going to be to start figuring out cloth and soft bodies, so I can make explosions and things like that in case he needs it, or Ghost, if he's making one of his Scooby-Doo ones or something, and we'll go from there. But enjoy, everybody. Like I said, it's neat stuff.